Hello, hello. Happy New Year, everyone. Hello. How is everybody? Are you guys ready for this change? Do you treat the New Year as something really transformational, new, with all the resolutions, or is it just like another day? How special is it for your transformations, plans? Do you make it big? Are you just kind of like chilling with those? Let me know. Okay, just check that everything is fine. Hopefully you can hear me and see me well. Just if you could confirm, that would be great, but I think all is well. As far as me, I actually treat it, it's actually pretty important to me, especially this year. I feel like I'm really ready to, how can I describe this feeling? I just have a lot of energy for growth and progress. I am being very intentional about it. I've been working on habits and I'm going to continue working on habits, plans, and all that. And this is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Um, the YouTube plans, business plans, how to approach it so that it brings you joy. Yeah, it brings you joy because it should bring you joy. Okay, so let me see. Uh, oh my goodness. Um, yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to, I bet there's like nobody there, right? Or maybe you have a career where it's quite busy. Let me know. Hey there, Helen. Hey there, Helena. Good to see you. Okay, I don't do resolutions, but I like to reflect on the previous year and set goals for the new year. This year, I am ready to show up more and I feel brave enough to do it now, especially as an introvert. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I know that it takes a bit to make that step. I also know that it's a muscle. So maybe if you approach visibility, you can say to yourself that you're not going to go from zero to Oprah, as I like saying, but you're going to go to from, that 0 to 1 is already a big step. So what is that one first step that it can be? Very often, as far as visibility, I recommend just going on stories first and showing up on stories, just like, quick, no pressure type of a thing, and then building that muscle to long form videos and being consistent on YouTube, etc. But starting with stories, or even starting with just today, this morning, I just like recorded a video that I'm not gonna post. It was just like a minute, and I'm like, you know what? I just need a bit of a warm up. I'm gonna see what this light looks like on me as well, because it's very sunny, and I'm going to be filming either today or tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna record, and I'm not gonna post it anywhere. It's just that muscle. I haven't been filming. I haven't been going live for like 2 weeks because I was away for the holidays. So, little by little, showing up the way we can instead of just going like shocking our system, right? Okay, so what we're going to cover. I do have an IG for my business, but I'm ready to move into YouTube and build a community. Definitely starting slow and learning as I go. Absolutely. Yeah. IG can be good for it because these stories are so like quick, you can start with photos, then just like maybe, connect with your audience for like 30 seconds, do like a on-camera story. It could be a good way to ease yourself into everything. Okay, so we have pre-submitted questions from YouTube Income Vault. If you're a member, I'm so happy you're here. If you're a non-member, I'm also happy you're here. And I will also be answering questions that are coming live, but just to let you know, we're going to be talking about the direction, your direction on YouTube, and whether it's still making sense and what to look for when you decide about your direction on YouTube for 2026, direction for your business in 2026. Also, how to simplify to stay in momentum, not to lose momentum. Okay. Also, what role will YouTube play in your business? Let's get clear on that as well. And what decision that you have to make that would make everything feel more clear when you move forward. Also, what small decision that you have to make that will help you get into momentum. Okay. Hi there, Michaela. Good to see you. Michaela, I think. Okay. So, first of all, Happy New Year, and I hope you had a fantastic Christmas time. If you've been slowing down, that's, completely normal. But I will also give you some tips of how to get back, slowly and gently into momentum. Okay. So let's talk about like the pace, right? The pace meaning, how often you're going to be posting, how often are you going to be connecting with your audience, what are you going to be doing for your business. Okay. The first thing I would want to do is look at your time available and capacity. What can you handle? Because if you say to yourself, you know what, January 1st, I'm going to be posting daily, and you haven't posted in like a month, it's going to be hard. So what I would advise you to accept is that you can always change your pace, your consistency, but you could start with, once a month or twice a month or once a week. And then if you really want to do daily, which I don't know what to think on YouTube. It's really it must be really hard. Then you could always build up to it. Okay, so don't think that the pace that you're committing to from January 1st has to be that pace. You could change it. You can build up. You could just say, oh, you know what? I'm okay with once a week, but I actually can do twice. I'm okay with twice a month. I actually can do once a week. So you just change. You don't need to commit and have it set in stone. This is the thing, guys. Most of the decisions are not set in stone, and we behave as if it was like, oh my God, just, signing off our lives. No, we are not. We can change our minds as far as consistency, as far as what we are doing, how we are building. Okay. So, Helena has a question. I have a brick and mortar, but I only post my business content for massage therapists on weekends. My audience knows I also coach and it's the same industry. Okay. So Helena, how does it make you feel? Okay. I mean, you are working during the week. So you are connecting with your audience on weekends. Maybe you want to do like a recap of your week on a weekend. And maybe you want to just do like a few seconds here and there during the week and do like a whole editing on a Saturday and say, this was my week with a call to action. Okay. So that's totally fine. Another idea would be if you wanted to, post once in a week, let's say Wednesday or Thursday, make it simple. Your post or your reels or your videos on a weekend could be more robust, and then a simpler piece of content can be during the week. Okay, this is what I did. I posted a 4-minute video, the shortest video ever that I've posted during the holidays. I just, it came out short, and it's not that every video has to have, the same amount of energy and work that we put into it. And you would be surprised, actually, those videos that we spend less time on or less energy on can actually be good performers. So, yeah. So make sure that you are okay with having different energy levels and different times that you're going to be spending on creating content. Okay. You may spend, more time, and you may have a time block for the weekend, but maybe you can find 5 or 10 minutes to post like a reel or so on during the week, just to connect with your audience, a 7-second one. I've been posting these 7-second reels lately, and they don't take that much. I just do it before my Pilates reformer class. So, and let me see if there are any. Oh, hi there. Happy New Year. 3 times a month and watercolor tutorials twice a month, a podcast on YouTube. Okay, Christine, that's amazing. Yeah, and see how it feels. See how that cadence feels, and keep in mind, you can, January 31st, you can look back and check how many times you actually posted, if you were able to maintain that pace, and you can change, you can keep the same, you can add. So let's think about what we can actually realistically sustain, and maybe undershoot by a little bit, because we can always like build up to it. Okay. Absolutely. So yeah, Christine, if you need to shift it because something feels off, just it's worth to be realistic and just decide. Okay, like in my case, I am not a YouTuber. I have a hard time sometimes accepting it when I see and people in my niche, they sometimes even post daily. and I see they have huge results, and I know my channel would be growing faster, but I have a lovely community to maintain. I have products that I'm releasing. Next week, we are actually starting mini community kickstart to start your own mini community. So we have, I believe, like 16 people who've joined so far. I bet out of my experience, we're gonna double this. And so I have to create awesome things for these 30 people because YouTube is not my life. It's a part of my business. I'm not a YouTuber. I am a business owner. And same thing with you guys. You're not a content creator. I mean, you are a content creator, but most importantly, you are a business owner. You have to watch, your business and serve your clients and find pockets of time to create content. Our business, our lives will not be revolving around content, shouldn't be revolving, in my opinion, around content. It's a part of our business and it should fit in our business and in our lifestyle. Okay. Okay. So, Helena, you're not sure what to create as far as long form content for YouTube. So, anybody who has this dilemma, this issue, what should you be creating? Okay. And so, the way I like approaching it is YouTube is not your hobby. It just takes too much time, too much effort and energy to treat it as a hobby. So let's get that straight. YouTube is a part of your business, right? It's a part of your business. You want to monetize YouTube because it takes way too much time and money and energy not to do that. Also, what I noticed, people who don't monetize their channels right away, they tend to quit or they never start because they find excuses why they shouldn't be doing it. So this is why monetizing your channel right away, quickly, is very important. So knowing that, getting that out of the way, Helena, I would ask myself this. What types of videos will bring my viewers closer to my offers? What type of videos will bring my viewers closer to my offers? Okay. So, or your future offers. What are you going to be creating? A digital product. I think you joined mini membership kickstart, mini community kickstart. So if that's a mini community kickstart, your videos should be related to the topic of your mini community. So imagine it's like a path, and your customers, your audience, your clients are on that path, and everything is very related. There are no surprises. If you go to Italy and you are tempted to make a video about tips, what to do in Rome, don't do that. You're not a travel blogger. You're not a travel vlogger. You are, a business owner with a business, and you're going to be creating content about this business. Yeah, you can post stuff about Italy on your stories. You can, do something for fun, maybe on a Sunday, but I wouldn't post that on YouTube. Okay, I would, unless you can have your business in the context of your travels. Like if you are an organizer, professional organizer, or a minimalist, how to travel to Italy with just a carry-on for 2 weeks. Okay, so now you're not talking about your travels, but you're talking about your expertise in the context of travel. So Helena, depending on your offers, you want to create videos that are in line with your offers. Okay. If my offer is, for example, mini community kickstart, it's our 1 month program that I've just launched. If I wanted to promote that on my YouTube channel, if I wanted to sell more of it on my YouTube channel, and I would probably make a video like that. The video would be how to monetize YouTube with a small community. So I would make a video about starting a community and promoting it on your YouTube channel, because my channel is about YouTube growth and monetizing YouTube. So I would put it in that context, how to start a community and monetize your YouTube channel by getting members to that mini community. Okay, so everything is related. I am not veering off any topics. My topics are all about my business, my offers. Okay, YouTube Income Vault, all the the mini membership that many of you are members of. My videos are very connected to the topics of that I cover in YouTube YouTube Income Vault, right? So it's all like I have an umbrella, and under this umbrella I have different types of topics, but they all are under the same umbrella: growing YouTube, monetizing YouTube. I am not all of a sudden talking about moving to New York City. This is not my topic. So Helena, after my explanation of keeping your audience on the same path, do you have the first ideas for your videos? Do you think you're going to get more clear about it? Do you have, the first, are you inspired to create something based on that? Let me know in comments, okay? Yay! I can't wait for it. I can't wait to start the mini community kickstart. All right. You want your YouTube to be a part of my community, not live on it. I still work in person with clients. Yep. So depending how working in person with clients will fit into this whole ecosystem, you could make it happen. Definitely. You could give us the behind the scenes, give us a little bit about your life. Well, if you post in the community, I could probably dive deeper, or maybe you can expand a bit here. Yay! Awesome. All right. Okay. Yes, Helena. So when we meet and when we talk about your paid community and what it should be about, the topic, the core of your paid community, and keep in mind, you don't have to commit to it. You can always change it a bit, tweak it. You will be making content based on this. It's almost like a little advertisement of like, hey, this is me talking about that. Do you want more of that? Well, join our community, right? Because we don't really talk like that on YouTube, but people who watch our videos, subscribe to us, they search to get more. They are like, okay, well, I like the way Anna presented that. Like, wow, does she have a community? Does she have anything else for sale about growing YouTube? Now, it has to be related, right? My videos will attract a certain audience, and if my offers are different, I will be confusing my audience. It all has to be like all related. Okay, this was a great question. I'm going to take a few of the pre-submitted questions from our community, and then put your questions in comments too. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. All right, so that you're able to see. Perfect. And then make it larger, I guess. All right. Even larger, I think. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so here I have your questions. So Helena, here you are. Your question is here, the pre-submitted one is going live versus planning. Hey, Anna, is there a difference to your YouTube going live versus uploading videos? Okay. This is a fantastic question. Yes, there's definitely a difference. When I plan my regular YouTube videos, I do the scripting, I do rehearsing, I do filming, and then they're being edited. When I prepare the lives, I prepare the lives ahead of time. I think about the topic. I brainstorm with ChatGPT about the topic. I craft a good title because that's very important to have like a juicy title so that you guys show up and watch it, right? And then I also think of the talking points that I can share with you guys before we start the Q&As. Okay, before I start the pre-submitted questions. So it's more of it's a bit less planning, but I wouldn't say it's less planning because I do carefully plan the topic of every single live, right? Like our next live is going to be about the hooks. Yay. So I'm already planning. I have a thumbnail, I will have the talking points, different types of hooks, etc. But it will be more like a, I will be telling you about that. I will be looking at the live comments. Now, if I was going to, and I made a video about hooks, I would have a script. I would film it. I would probably make a lot of mistakes. I would film it again and I would send it to the editor. I would have it edited. So more preparation and more post-production work. And then the live, there is some preparation as well, but there is no editing, after. There's nothing that I do after besides I grab the transcript and I post like the gems or the takeaways from the live for you guys. Okay, so more post-production in the regular video. This you can actually just, go live. But if you're thinking about going live, I really recommend to do some prep work. Package it nicely, have a nice title, have a nice thumbnail, know what you're going to be talking about. If you have a community, post the thread to post questions like 5 days or a week ahead. Give your members some time. Get your members excited about the live, okay? And give them a summary of the live, just like I gave you the summary here, what we're going to be talking about, okay? And invite them to ask questions, okay? So 28, here we go. Now the next question is from Tans. I have to do Helena. I think I did earlier. Okay. 24. All right. Tans. Tans has a great question. Yay. This has been a tremendous year for me as I didn't expect to get where I am ending the year with 1,500 subscribers. Yay, Tans. Good to see that. I'm so happy for you. Super grateful. My question is twofold. One, how can I maximize getting more watch hours? And two, what's the best way to tap into the audience that I have? I am building an email list already. Okay, great 2 questions. So the first question is, how can I maximize getting more watch time? So, how can you maximize getting more watch time? Okay, a few ways to do that. So usually when you have a channel, you are missing either your subscribers are not growing fast enough or your watch time is not growing fast enough before the monetization, right? So in my case, I need more watch time as well. So I'll let you know what I've been doing and what I intend to do. So with watch time, so basically, for those of you who are thinking of getting monetized as well on YouTube, you need 4,000 hours. 4,000 hours is a lot. You need 4,000 hours in a year. It's really a lot, a lot. So what can happen is if one of your videos takes off, that's going to be amazing because it can give you those 4,000 hours in a day. If you get, but you need a lot of views. Depending, of course, on your retention and stuff, you probably need a video to get 20,000 views or 30,000 views to get monetized with just one video. So this is, of course, one of the ways, but we can't plan for it. There is no plan to go viral. Like it just happens, right? Another way, a way that we can actually control is to create binge-worthy content, to make sure that all our videos are very interconnected so that when somebody watches one of our videos, they will click and watch another one and another one. It's going to be like a binge-worthy session. Okay. So think of your videos as like in a series or, a playlist. What else can you create about that? Don't really jump from one topic to the next, but try to expand as in like a series. Also, make sure that at the end of the video, you know which video to send your audience to. That has helped me a lot. So at the end of the video, I know how to introduce the next video. I say, for example, if you're curious how much money this channel made, I actually made a video going step by step, month by quarter. You can watch this video next to find out. And I have every single one of my videos sends the audience somewhere else to another video. So the end cards are very important. At the end of my video, I point to another video and there is like a thumbnail with a link to watch that next video. Super important because you want to create binge-worthy content. Okay, that's another tip. Now, another tip is going to be watch your hooks. Watch your hooks. Know your analytics, watch your hooks, watch your 30 seconds and see what videos gave you the best hooks. Because if you've been losing people at the beginning of the video, that really impacts your retention and your growth and your watch time. So I know I'm talking about hooks and you can say, oh, Anna, what do hooks have to do with retention and watch time and me being monetized? Well, because if you're losing a lot of people, you're basically losing a lot of watch time. Okay. Also, literally all the analytics as well, because if your thumbnails are not strong enough, you are also losing watch time because people are not even clicking on your video. So you have views, you can get lower views because you have a low CTR. Not many people click on your video. Okay, so look at your retention as well. Where are you losing people? So you see, with one of my clients, I have a private client who does personal finance. He has this problem now. His problem is retention. What I asked him to do is say it out loud, say your video out loud to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give you a grade from 0 to 10 and let ChatGPT know that this is my script. I'm going to tell you my script right now. I want you to give me a grade from 0 to 10 to improve my retention. So when you rehearse it in front of ChatGPT with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will give you a grade and then rehearse it again based on that grade so that you improve your, maybe it's the beginning, maybe it's the hook, maybe it's you're repeating yourself too much. Okay. So that can definitely help your retention. That can help your watch time. Watch time encompasses a lot of things, from thumbnails, because if people don't click, well, they will just not watch. So your watch time is, suffers. Also, binge-worthy content, the hooks, If you're losing people at the beginning, you're not gonna have a big watch time. So with the hooks, I would see which hooks are the best in your videos, which videos have the best 30-second. You can find it in analytics and just learn from that. Instead of watching others, you can learn a lot from your own videos and performance of your own videos. Okay. And then the whole retention, try to increase your retention, because that also increases watch time. Because what happens is not only your watch time will be longer because of retention, but it will also, YouTube will also push your videos further. YouTube will give you more impressions if your retention increases. So you're going to get more retention, more views, more impressions from YouTube if you increase your retention. So summing up for everybody and for Tans, I would go into your analytics and see what you have to improve right now. Is it hooks? Is it retention? Is it thumbnails? And that will improve and get you more watch time. Then I would consider to create in series so that people binge watch your content, so that you don't create one-off episodes. Okay, I hope it was helpful for everyone. I am seeing, Helena, I got lots of views, but not much watch time. So I have to work on the long form stuff, as I didn't realize that was important. Yes. Okay. Are you getting a lot of views from shorts? Then I would definitely work on the long form content, and I would focus on what you have to improve, right now. Is it the hook? Is it the retention? Is it the thumbnails to increase that watch time? Awesome. I'm so glad that was helpful. Perfect. Feli, that's such a pretty name. All right. So Tans has another question as well. So let's get to that question. That is, what's the best way to tap into the audience that I have? I am building an email list already. Okay. I love this question. This is exactly what what I do on this channel, what we do in YouTube Income Vault. It is to tie your YouTube content, your YouTube presence to your business. Okay. So you could try a lot of things, but what's been working well for me is to share a freebie and to build my email list. And you said that you've been already doing it. Okay. If you've been already doing it, I would look into optimizing it. What I mean by that is, is the freebie that you have really connecting with your audience? Is that what they want? Maybe you need to create a different freebie to grow your list faster. Okay. So I would look into optimizing your freebie and growing your list faster. If you already have a freebie, see how it performs. The way you could see how it performs, you have to see page views and you have to see signups. You need to I like having 50% signups. Let's say 100 people see my page. I want 50 of them to sign up to my freebie. If not, I will be improving. I'll be improving the freebie. I'll be improving the copy. Maybe I'll create another freebie because it just doesn't resonate with my audience. So don't just put the freebie there and wait. Maybe you need to tweak your freebie to grow your audience faster, to be more in line with what your audience wants. Okay. Optimization is not necessarily the most fun thing to do. It's tedious. We have to tweak. We have to change. It takes time. Sometimes we work for nothing, but this is what we need to do to test. So everybody here, you need to know how to find page views of your freebie, how to find how many people land on your page and how many people sign up. Okay, you have it in your analytics. This is what it's called conversions. Conversions are super important because you need to know if what you created resonates. Don't just create, put it out there and wait, because again, maybe you need to do some tweaking. So Tans, I hope that was helpful. I know you signed up for mini community kickstart as well. So we can definitely look into it, look at look into creating an aligned freebie. Look how your freebie is performing currently to optimize it to get, more for what you already have. Okay. So that was a fantastic question. Over 1 million views for shorts, already met requirements there. That's fantastic. Now, Helena, this is all up to you. How do you feel about your channel being just shorts? I know people who do that. It's a little bit harder from what I've heard. It's a little bit harder to connect with your audience, to sell, but not impossible. Are you also repurposing these shorts? Maybe you want to repurpose it on Instagram Reels, on TikTok. Definitely something to consider. And yeah, we can look closer to it when next week on our Zoom calls. Okay, so this was a great question, about increasing a watch time and connecting our channel to our offers. Sometimes you can already put, your offer right there, but what I like to do, I like creating a freebie and just connecting with my audience this way, growing my list and selling, later when maybe they need a bit more time. So after a sequence of emails. Sorry. All righty. That's live. Okay. So if there are no questions here, if you're watching a replay, you can definitely post a question in comments on YouTube or in our community, YouTube Income Vault. And by the way, guys, I want to really thank you because we are finishing the year with 223 members. This is amazing. And this is just, I feel so grateful. And I can't believe that this community has been only present, existing for not even 3 months, like 2 months and a half. So that is amazing. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm definitely excited about the mini community Kickstarter because this is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. How am I growing YouTube Income Vault? How am I launching? What am I doing to grow it? Because I want to reach 1,000 members in YouTube Income Vault. What are my plans to do that? What has worked so far? I had a free trial over Black Friday. How did it work out? Right? What is bringing me the most traffic and what efforts I'm going to double down on? Also, every single one of you, I'm going to recommend what your traffic source should be besides YouTube. Maybe you want to run ads as well. Maybe you want to do some Instagram. And I'm also going to go over how to promote your mini community on YouTube. What I noticed, the best way is to have an aligned freebie and then sell the mini community in the email. But I'll go over this funnel in details. So I'm super excited as well. All right. So next we have Sila at 044. I will not be able to join live, but my question is about how much the YouTube channel need to be about what I talk about in my new school community. I talk much about midlife mindset in my community, but I'm thinking about if I could talk more about lifestyle as well in the YouTube channel, training and skincare, for example. Okay, Sila, I love this question. This is a fantastic question. So guys, Sila has a community about midlife mindset. So Sila, ask yourself, why did your members join that community? Okay, why did they say yes? What interests them? Ideally, you want to grow that community. So you really ideally, I would recommend that you stay on topic. Okay, because if you spread yourself too thin, you will not be memorable. Like, be memorable for that one thing with your community, with your YouTube channel. Create a strong brand, something that people will be recommending and referring. If you have too many topics, people will have a hard time to recommend your community because they will not remember what your community is about. Like, is it skincare? Oh, I saw a skincare video on skincare, but I don't know if this woman is sharing more tips about skincare. But if I want to learn about skincare, I'm going to go to a YouTube channel just about skincare. So choose your focus, because if you just have one video about skincare, you're not going to be creating binge-worthy content. Yes, people may be interested in this and that, but usually we follow a person for a reason. So ask yourself, what is the reason why somebody would subscribe to my channel? What is the reason why people are joining my community? You can even ask your members, what is the reason why you're here? What do you really want to do? Okay. So, and then do more of it. Do more of it in the community. Do more of it on YouTube. Create like a strong, like a persona, like a strong brand, strong picture about who you are, what you offer. Instead of just talking about travel and skincare and lifestyle, give your audience what they signed up for, because there was a reason why they joined. Okay. And ideally, you want to grow your community. So you want to talk about the same topics because you want to attract the same audience on YouTube who is likely to join your community. So by having the same topics, you're going to have the same audience. Okay. Don't split the audiences too much because, again, you're not going to be growing your brand in an effective way. Okay. All right. Now, Jane, I have a hard time doing the videos. I have loads of ideas, but it's just small ideas or advice. I don't feel I can make them into videos. Any ideas on how to get over this? Okay, Jane, I love this question. And we chatted a little bit in the community. So, how to make your ideas into videos. Okay. So who here has this problem as well? Let me know in comments. I am not quite sure what's, oh, here we are. Who here has this problem as well, that maybe you have an idea and you're like, can this be a video? Okay. So if you have this issue as well, I have an idea of how to get over it. Ask yourself if this idea could be a video. Okay. So if you are covering it, will you be covering something that your audience cares about? And will you be providing a solution? Okay. Is it something from like the beginning to the end? And ask yourself, why would the audience watch this video? Okay. Is it worth for them to watch this video, and why? And provide make sure you structure it from like the beginning to the end. Does the video have the beginning and the end and like the core of it as well? And what kind of value am I sharing? And value can show up differently. You can be motivating people. You can also answer questions. Maybe they're issues, they have issues, and you're gonna like reassure them or talk about these issues, talk about these problems, provide solutions. Maybe you're gonna be brainstorming with your audience and help them with clarity. So ask yourself, why would anyone watch this video? What is the reason? Okay. Another question, can this video have the beginning and the end? Okay. And, is it valuable? And what kind of value am I talking about here? Is it educational? Is it entertaining? Is it motivational? Like, what is the nature of this video? What am I sharing here? Okay. So is it valuable, enough? Like, if you have an idea, go to ChatGPT and say, I have this idea. How could I make it into a video? What are some possible angles? So you're going to be asking ChatGPT about angles of approaching this idea. Okay. Let's say you want to, I'm looking at water right now. Let's say, okay, I just got this. Okay. This is something that you can stick on your phone. And then I haven't used it yet, but you're just like, how can I make a video about this? Is it even worth making a video about this? Right? So you could go to ChatGPT and say, I just got this. I don't even know what it's called. I just got this little thing. What are some possible angles that I could make a video about this? Is it worth it? Or is it just too small of a thing? And then ChatGPT would tell you, for example, how to record videos hands-free, or how to make your, how to record like 10 accessories or 5 accessories for filming outside or for filming solo. So your angle can be solo filming. I am not making a video about this. I'm making a video about solo filming and how convenient it is to attach my phone to like a glass or something because I'm filming solo. There's nobody there to film me. So ChatGPT could give you a solo filming angle. Another angle could be, accessories, going broader, 5 accessories for your iPhone. And so this could be just a part of the video. So maybe the idea that you have is just a part of the video. It's not a core concept of the video. All right. So if you have any topics right now, we can maybe brainstorm about this for you. Let me know about an idea in the comments if you're watching live or if you're watching a replay, and maybe I'll get to the comments and I will suggest a YouTube video for you. Okay. So, let me know if you have like just an idea. It can be about your business. It doesn't have to be about your business, or tell me what your business is and tell me an idea about a video, about the idea that you have, and I'll change it into a video. Oh, okay. Helena, I love it. I think I'm just confused what to put on YouTube versus what to put inside the paid community. I love this question. And on YouTube, things are very disorganized. When you go to my channel, you don't have a roadmap. You have a video about thumbnails and about hooks and a video about me being 1 year on YouTube. You would have to do a lot of search, right? In our community, we have it all organized. I lead you on the path of growth, right? We have how to set up your channel and be visible on ChatGPT, a 5-day challenge. Do this first to set up your channel properly to be visible, okay? And this is like number 1 in the community. There is no order on my YouTube channel. I may have a video in the future how to set up a channel to be visible by ChatGPT. I may make it, but it's going to be hidden. And it's going to be like, okay, great. I watched, then I got distracted. I don't know what to do next. So Helena, you're basically organizing videos in your community into a roadmap. You're also providing some extra material. You're also posting about it. Like, I don't discuss my videos. Like, let's say I have a video easy thumbnail. There's a video easy thumbnail on my YouTube channel, right? You can watch this video and you can create easy thumbnails in Canva. But what if you have a question? You can ask me in the comments. I may be able to answer. But if you're in the community, you know, you're going to be like, oh, okay, Anna, I have this video. You're going to see, next. Oh yeah, I was thinking about creating products then. I'm done with the thumbnails. That's what I was missing. I am posting on YouTube now. I want to monetize. Oh, there is a product challenge. So everything is very much organized. There is a roadmap of what to focus on. And so we're like, I am leading you. There is nothing that leads you on my channel. It's I'm posting videos about YouTube growth, YouTube monetization, but there is no accountability, there is no roadmap, and you don't know what to follow or what to do next. Okay? So it's not about the information, it's not about content, it's about how you present it, how you package it, and it's about creating it, creating accountability as well in your community. Like, content is just content. You can actually repeat the same thing in YouTube, but the fact that you are going to have a topic of a conversation, you could say, let's talk about this video that I just posted. Do you guys have questions? So that's what the community is about. You're basically a leader and you're letting people know how to implement. You want your folks to get momentum, to take action. Taking action after a YouTube video, there has to be a lot of self-discipline. So a community is very complex, right? Because it's not just content. Content is there, but there are people in YouTube Income Vault that they haven't even watched any content. They are consuming and they are taking advantage of it differently. Maybe they're here live right now, just like you. Maybe they are reading my posts. I post daily in the community. Maybe they're waiting for that best time to start. Maybe it's going to be January 1st, and they want to have that lifeline. They want to have that insurance. Oh, okay, I'm already in that community because when I'm ready, I'm going to start. Okay? When I'm ready, I am going to start. So you can't even compare like a community to like a free YouTube channel. It's really hard to get progress just following YouTube advice like this because there's no path. And our members want journey. They want to know where they're starting and where they're going to end up. They are starting by, in the YouTube Income Vault, the start is start your channel, post consistently, and sell on YouTube. Tons of little steps. How to sell, how to post consistency, what should I post? Tons of little steps. But the final goal is to have a beautiful YouTube channel where you post consistently and where you sell. Okay? So the lovely members, they know that. Sell either by having a mini community, digital products, affiliate, it's all this. It's like, it's up to you. But the goal of the YouTube channel, well, it's basically information about growing YouTube and selling digital products. Same, but there's nobody leading anybody. There's no path to follow. Okay. Okay, so Helena, getting their first paying clients in their massage business. This is the roadmap, okay? So you're going to be leading them from point A to all the way to point Z. What does it really take to get those first clients? How do they need to show up? What about marketing? What about, everything else? Now, also, when they get first clients, how to get more clients as well, right? So you have a lot of videos that can be on that roadmap, a lot of little videos. And in your membership, you could have a challenge. You could have a 5-day challenge. Get your business ready. I'm not sure what you're teaching, find your marketing method to attract your first client or get your first client in 5 days. So, you could have a channel like a challenge like this, and you can suggest different different ways to get that first client during those 5 days, and you can put this 5-day challenge in your membership, and members can go through that challenge at their own pace. Okay, so wonderful question. And okay, so speaking about the topic of our video of our live today, let's answer the first question, okay? About the 2026. Is the direction you're on still making sense right now as far as your business and everything? Okay? If it is, how are you going to commit to growing your channel, your business, everything? What you could also use the rear view mirror method, where you look what has been working so far. Okay, what's been working? Like, I'm gonna look and share with you guys what's been working the best in getting members for YouTube Income Vault. Out of everything I tried, what brought me the most members? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to double down on this. I'm already doubling down. I'm going to double down on this. Do more of it because it's been working. So this is your task, your challenge for 2026. Do more of what's working. You would be surprised. You probably are thinking, Anna, this is not like any fresh advice. This is, it's known. Yes, but as humans, guess what we do? When something is working, you're like, oh, this is working. What else can I try? I kid you not. This is what we do. We are looking at something that is working, and then we are ready to try something else. Why? Right? Why are we doing it? So, because what's been working, it's maybe quite boring already. All right. Well, I get clients through referrals. Ask for more referrals. Yeah, I guess I should, right? So, if the direction you've been on is not really working, what needs to change? What do you need to pivot? And trust me, as business owners, we pivot. I pivot. I change. I actually closed my membership in September, and there were still like 70 something members, but I was like, no, I'm pivoting to YouTube because I know YouTube is where it's at. It's an SEO friendly search engine. It's powerful, and I want to build evergreen assets. I want to focus on automations, and I want to teach that. I want to teach to monetize YouTube in an automated way. An automated way, it's simply said, okay, I'm sharing a freebie, I have an email sequence, and I sell in the email sequence. That's the whole automation. So I pivoted because I didn't feel aligned anymore after, over 2 years. That membership was great. We had fun. By the way, like 40 members from that membership joined YouTube Income Vault, which I'm so blessed. So this is another thing. People who've been buying from you, I made a reel about it today, are people who are going to buy again. if they like what you do, if they, if they like your style, if they like the value that you share. Okay, so repeated customers. So number 2 is like how to simplify your channel without losing momentum. Okay, so simplify. Don't feel bad about posting an okay video. It's not that YouTube is keeping track and saying, oh, you know what, that video was just like, wasn't quite okay. Well, just focus on the next one. I posted a 4-minute video. I didn't feel good about it. I was like, damn it, it's 4 minutes. But it's good to test different things too. It's good to test a 4-minute video. Why not? Usually I post 8 to 10, and during the holidays, I'll post 4. Maybe that will give me some feedback that maybe my audience wants more 4-minute videos. So how can you simplify that your channel so that it fits your schedule, so that you stay consistent? Okay, so maybe you want to go live once a week. Maybe you want to do live and then live post. So you're going to be posting just twice a month. Maybe you want to do live once a week and 1 video posted a week. That's what I do. I am posting once a week right now and going live once a week, right? So maybe you want to just like simplify your thumbnails. Although thumbnails are really important, titles and thumbnails are really important. Maybe you want to just do like very simple editing. Try and see how can you simplify so that you get consistent. People go look for chaos. I deal with this in my in-person sessions. I kid you not. Yeah. People, we look for chaos. Seriously, something is working and we're like, ooh, what else is there? No, repeat what's been working. Get bored. I mean, I've heard that. Making money is very boring. Making a lot of money is very, very boring. So prepare yourself for boredom, because, if your source of, getting private clients has been referrals, you just have to ask for referrals over and over and over and over. So it's going to be like boring, and like quite uncomfortable, but growth doesn't happen when we are comfortable, right? So I haven't been feeling aligned with my business this year. I have been trying to listen to what I'm being called to do. Yeah, right? It's like sometimes we just don't feel aligned, and this is not something that we want to grow. A question that you can ask yourself, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure who it is. I would use the name, but Bloom to Life. I've seen that business name, but yeah. Maybe if you post a comment, just remind me your name, sweets. But, is this something you want to grow in 5 years? Is it something you are proud of? Because you can make anything happen. Literally, you can. And I'm not saying, oh, shut it down, clean cut, all this. Depends, right? With my previous community, I let it run a bit longer. I was like, and then I decided to shut it down completely and do refunds, just because I have a financial cushion, right? It's not my first business, not my first rodeo. So I have multiple income streams that give me freedom to close one membership, wait a month. I have private clients as well, different income streams, and then open another one. October 9th, I opened another one, right? So it was like a month of in between. Now, but maybe if you have something that you're not aligned with, you can still continue it while you are starting the next thing. So you're going to be dealing with both. It's going to be hard, but you can have this overlap that will give you financial freedom and, comfort. And yeah, so, oh, Stephanie, that's right. Stephanie. So Stephanie, that will give you financial freedom and just comfort. I don't recommend like people who like quit cold turkey and now I'm gonna have all the time in the world to start a business. It's tough because you may have this like desperate look and you may want to like if money is stressful, then it's gonna be hard. So I always recommend to do both. It's very hard, but what's not hard, right? It's very hard, takes a lot of commitment, but you can definitely make it happen. Okay. Making money is boring. I'm expecting growth, but will I be ready for it? Meaning the demand will be higher of me. Good question to ask. How are you leveling up this year? Oh my God, Feli! Oh my God, I love this question. How am I leveling up to handle the growth? Okay. This I feel there's quite a lot of pressure in that question, right? To ask ourselves, but it's needed. So I'm going to tell you how I'm leveling up, what I've been working on right now. So number one thing for me was habits, better habits. Okay. So I had a list of things to tackle. One of the things was to wake up earlier. I'm a night owl, but I don't want this excuse. And I don't want people to tell me, oh, it's all right if that's your rhythm. That's maybe my rhythm, but I want to wake up early because I know I'm being more productive. Those few hours in the morning are worth more than hours at night. And it's needed for me to level up. I need to be an early riser. So I've been an early riser now, of course. And there are some imperfections. But this is what helps me. Okay. Number two is I needed to find my workout routine. There's no question. I can't be like lazy energy, heavy energy, sighing or like huffing and puffing when I start walking faster or when I have to climb a few flights of stairs. My aunt lives on third floor and I wasn't catching my breath or anything because I found my workout routine. I do Pilates Reformer. I have a yearly pass. It's a non-negotiable for me. It's working. And I know it's a part of success. In order for me to grow, to level up, to get to where I want to get, I need those habits, waking up earlier and Pilates, right? I also need nutrition. And sometimes, if I'm busy with launches, if I'm busy preparing things, I have places where I just, I invest in, sorry, buying healthy food instead of making it from scratch, etc. But supplements and juicing and all that, super important part of my routine. Of course, I like my sweets as well. I love chocolate. What can you do? All right. Limiting alcohol. I'm not cutting alcohol completely, but I see that when I have a glass of wine now, it's completely different. I don't know about you guys, but like, what the hell happened? I feel after a glass of wine as if somebody poisoned me the next day. Like, what the hell? So I don't like that. I haven't committed to quitting alcohol, but I am limiting alcohol, right? I am limiting. So leveling up. Another thing I've been doing is scrolling. Mindless scrolling has to go. I cannot be scrolling and growing a business the way I want to grow a business. Again, I'm not being rigid to like, I can't scroll at all. Sorry. But I limit this time. At first, I got myself a brick. Brick is the device that locks your phone. I love it because I don't have to, wiggle with like some app like Opal or something. It just basically you can't access Instagram, TikTok, or whatever you set. I don't use it anymore because I actually overcame this habit of scrolling. It's not perfect, but I'm pretty happy where I am right now. Okay. What's been helping me, it's a long answer, right? How I'm leveling up. What's been helping me as well with productivity is Forest app. I'm going to show you what this app looks like. This is individual. What helps me may not help you, but I'll show you my Forest. So this is my Forest. Anybody else familiar with the Forest app? Let me know. So this is my Forest, for example. And basically every Pomodoro, every 25 minutes, I'm adding a tree. And these trees are different. This is a YouTube, emails, Vault, funnels. So depending on what I'm working on, this is the tree I'm planting. When I say I'm planting a tree, it means basically I start a timer for 25 minutes. And while the tree is planted, I can't touch my phone. I have to be focused and work exactly on what I committed to. And it's been working really well. Really well, because it's a bit gamified. So these Pomodoro things are working. Like when I say to myself, I'm going to script a video, I'm going to plant a YouTube tree, meaning just like start a timer for 25 minutes. I am focused. I also plant a tree when I clean. Like in 25 minutes, oh my God, I can clean so much instead of just like, I should clean. It just really helps me with just getting more efficient. And that's what I'm working on to level up. It's to be more efficient with my time, not to work all the time, but be more efficient so that when I am off, I'm truly off. I'm watching a play, I'm seeing friends, and I'm not thinking about work or what else is there to do because I've just done so much. I've utilized, the 3 hours or the 4 hours. I bet, 4 hours, that's all we need to work, right? So what about you guys? What have you been using to level up? And are any of those ideas that I just shared with you resonating with you? Okay. Let me know in comments here. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad. Share your tips, guys, because what works for me, like Forest app may not work for you, or the brick may not work for you, or maybe you don't even have this issue because because you are pretty good, right? Yeah, I know. It don't even get me started. I'm so disappointed. But then, like, we just have to adjust, right? Like, I just have to adjust. I'm not cutting it off completely, the wine. But I'm just limiting it and seeing how I feel and keeping it on my radar. So. Oh my God. I know. It's like I love like a good Côte d'Iran. On my way back, actually, I used points. So I was in business class and I was like, you know what? That Côte d'Iran is calling my name. And I enjoyed it so much. Maybe because I like not drinking as much. I was like, I had my red wine, I had my cheese, I had my feet up in business, and I'm like, life is good. So, in situations like this, I'm not going to say no to a glass of wine. It was really delicious. So, yes, it's Stephanie. It's a challenge. Don't beat yourself up. Um, See what can work for you. Again, there's an app that's called Opal. Look into it. There's brick that you can buy. And then there's also, forest where you basically you plant the tree. There's no scrolling. You can't scroll while your tree is being planted, while your Pomodoro 25 minutes is on. You have a timer. So there's like, okay. And then maybe treat the scrolling as a bit of a reward that you're gonna scroll a bit when you do this. Like, it's so individual. I can't give you advice. You have to find it yourself. And it's work in progress, like all the time, because it's so good. And it just changes. Like, I'm into TikTok, then I'm into YouTube scrolling, then I'm into like school scrolling. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right. Yeah, maybe you guys want to try and plant the tree. I believe that apple is like $5. Not sure. Yeah, it's called forest. I will show you what it looks like in my, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, see forest. All right. So perfect. What a great question. You haven't shared with me your ways to level up. How are you going to be leveling up? Business wise, I promised myself I want to show up in YouTube Income Vault every day because that keeps the momentum, and we all want momentum. And I want my contributions to be valuable. Also, I want to post content daily, whether it's Instagram or my email list or, posting in other communities as well. I don't want to have any 0 days. Every day, I want to, even like an hour or so. I don't want, this is my thing, right? Maybe you'll think I'm crazy. I don't want 0 days. I don't want days off, complete days off. Although I did take Christmas Day off. Okay, so, but if I do like an hour, if I write something, if I brainstorm about something, it's just an hour, right? So I will, limit those to be in the momentum. Also, I am actually rethinking, I'm always doing something with YouTube, of how to make it more, more fun, more stress-free, more in the flow, because I want to post more than once a week. I want to. I am having a hard time, guys. I am. So I think what I need to do is forget about batching, and I need to just film twice a week. Because I see that if I don't film for like a week or two because I batch, I'm kind of like out of practice. So I know that batching is, great, it's efficient, but maybe it's not for me. So I'll try that. I'm also going to try a teleprompter. I just ordered that. So we'll see how this will go. Maybe I'll return it. So yeah, trial and error, right? I'm going to be batching and scheduling things out for the entire month. I think it will be the way more sustainable for me. There you go, So Christine, maybe batching is for you. I was really happy that I batched 2 videos. I filmed 2 videos before going away for Christmas. I was so happy because I didn't miss a week. I wasn't able to film, of course, when I was away, and I went away for like 10 days. But batching helped. Like those 2 videos helped. But I will see how it is if to film twice a week. I'll see how it works. It's all about tweaking and adjusting, right? There it is. Helena hates batching. She has to simplify it. So, how are you going to level up? Simplification can actually help you. Letting go of the perfection and all. Very often I post a video and I'm not 100% satisfied. I'm like, all right, well, let's think of the next one. Because we're human and we're often not satisfied. I think for me, one live and one video, and I work on 2 reels for my Instagram for weekends. Yes, that's great. And why not repurposing those Instagram reels to YouTube? The way I do it, because I started repurposing Instagram reels to YouTube shorts, is save it without music. You cannot have music on YouTube. You have to have native YouTube music. You can't have music from Instagram, any trending sounds, nothing. And then just upload it with the title, and the thumbnail doesn't have to be a big deal, right? So exactly. I think it will help me be more consistent. We're all different for sure, right? Royalty-free music. Okay. So you use royalty-free music, and then you don't have any problems with that. So if you don't use trending music on Instagram, you're all set. Wonderful, Helena. Thanks for sharing. All right. So it's been wonderful. I can't wait for 2026 with you all. If you are a lovely member, I can't wait to level up with you in the membership. If you are a lovely subscriber or viewer, I can't wait to connect on this channel. It's been wonderful. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to witness your progress and your big dreams and I can't wait to help you achieve them. Awesome, awesome. Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll see you in 2026. Bye now. Yay.